We need to hop into the fast 5 minutes because now they've become the really fast 5 minutes. And opening day is tomorrow. A lot of debate this week about Miguel Cabrera's deal, $292 million. I guess the question becomes, how does it pay off or how does it go down the poop chute? You start.
Well, it pays off if they win a World Series or two. But I'm sorry, everybody's going crazy about this. Does this deal make sense financially? Absolutely not. It makes no sense because he's going to be like 39, 40 when the deal ends. But you know what? I'm a fan. I don't care. It's not coming out of my money. Yeah, the beers might go up 50 cents or something like that. He's the best hitter in baseball. He's ours. It's okay to spend that money. And you know what else? By the time that deal's up, that money's going to feel like a bargain because the contracts are just going to go up, 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 up.
Yep, heard that a lot.
Yeah, it's the most expensive deal until the next one, or it's the worst contract until the next one. I mean, that's how sports works. Look, I'm from Detroit. Miguel Cabrera is the best baseball player going. Kudos to Mike Ilitch. He loves Detroit. He loves the fans. This is a great deal. I want to see Miguel Cabrera in a Tiger uniform, period. I'm selfish, and it's not my money. So big deal. Go ahead, Miggy. I don't care. Play till you're 50.
That's the case. We appreciate that. We'll move on to the next topic. Red Wings. I'm glad you're here for this. We got 8 games left. We got a hat trick from Darren Helm last night as they beat the Maple Leafs, who have really gone in the crapper. Your thoughts? 8 games left. Red Wings going to make the playoffs or not?
Well, definitely. Well, 2 games against Buffalo, then 2 against Carolina, or 1 against Carolina. They play Tampa today. Then they play 3 divisional leaders, which might be tough. But thank God for the Toronto Maple Leafs and the tank job that they're doing. And they hold a tiebreaker against Washington too. Red Wings make the playoffs for a 23rd consecutive season.
I think they make the playoffs as well, but let's be honest here. They need veterans to play well. Guys like Bertuzzi, even Alfredson, guys like that have been awful lately. It's been the Grand Rapids Griffins that have carried this team. And just think, if Nyquist would have been on the team from the beginning instead of like middle of November, Thanksgiving, this playoffs wouldn't even be a question. I don't understand what the thinking was. These kids are playing great, and that's what's catapulting them to the playoffs. And yeah, Art's right. Toronto. Oh!
Hey, look, it's the whole Cleary signing. That's why Nyquist was in Grand Rapids, is because he had options.
Whose fault was that? Was that Kenny's or Mike Babcock's?
Well, you know what? I mean, Mike Babcock's mad at me already, but so I might as well say it. It was Mike Babcock.
Move on to the next topic. The next topic is unionization in the NCAA. Oh, no, it's not. We're going to talk about the Pistons first. Let's talk about the Pistons, then we'll get to unionization. What a terrible week. You get blown up by the best team in the league. You get blown up by the worst team in the league. How do you fix the Pistons?
Tom Gorse moves them and we get a franchise team here? I have no idea. No, you know what? I'll tell you something. I am just completely heartsick by the Detroit Pistons and what's been going on. I mean, since they had Insurrection City a couple of seasons ago, and, Karen Davidson gutted the franchise. She didn't do anything. Their ownership. I think it's their ownership. Their ownership is confused. They don't know what to do. And, Tom Gorse might be committed if you were putting together, a revival act from the 70s or something, or, a new Soul Train or something. He just does not get it or understand how to be a professional owner. You just don't throw money at a problem. Just throwing money at a problem does not work in professional sports. That's why Tom Gorse last year, we're going to spend money. Well, Josh Smith, they just don't know what they're doing, period.
It's a horrible mishmash. You have an owner who unfortunately doesn't know anything about basketball, and Joe Dumars unfortunately has done a poor job the last few years, and this weekend with the whole bad boys thing, and then they go to Philly, and really they were bad boys.
Now to the unionization in college sports. Your thoughts on this one?
I'm sorry, it makes no sense to me. Yeah, the NCAA, they should be giving these kids a little bit more insurance, a little bit of a stipend, no doubt about it. But everybody says, oh, these schools make so much money. Yeah, the big ones do. Michigan State. You're the Eastern Michigan and Western Michigan. You think they'll be able to afford paying kids? Who's going to pay the union dues? I got an idea. You know what? Do you want to be employees of the school? Then pay them. Pay the quarterback $100,000, pay the running back $50,000, and you know what? Then they use that money, and then they pay for the education. You can't pay them and give them a scholarship too. Let them be walk-ons.
I think this is a weird thing. This has to go down to medical. It has to be for medical protection. That's the only thing I can think of, that if a player gets hurt, that he could be taken care of for the rest of his life, or if he gets hurt and he can't go to the next level as he thinks he should. But, there's like 30-some odd sports in college. I mean, what are you going to do? Unionize everybody? Michael's right. Who's going to pay for this? I mean, I think this is a really bad precedent that, we certainly haven't heard the last of. What's going to happen is I think that eventually this will go through the court support system.
Tomorrow's an awesome day. It is the rite of spring in Detroit. It is opening day. This will be my 10th one here. You guys have seen many more. What's your favorite part of opening day in Detroit?
My favorite part of opening day is leading up to opening day. I mean, I go back to when I was a kid. I'd go to the party store, the baseball cards in yet. I'd always wait for Pride of the Yankees with Gary Cooper's Lou Gehrig and then William Bendix and the Babe Ruth story. I mean, just setting it up, the anticipation of that day. And then once it hit, going to the ballpark, especially Tiger Stadium, walking up, seeing that field for the first time, it just doesn't get any better. There's just something special about baseball, and I think it's because it's there's no clock, and you can just kind of let your mind just kind of go at ease and just enjoy the game.
My favorite part about opening day in Detroit is that first hot dog. It's baseball. And all the buzz around the parties going on, the block party at Grand Circus Park that 97 One Ticket and the other CBS stations are putting on. We'll be live from the Hockey Town Cafe at 6 a.m. It's a holiday. People take off for the opening day of baseball around here. It doesn't happen in many other cities.
I don't want to call you out, Michael, but your first hot dog, it's the first Bloody Mary. Let's be honest here.
That happens more than opening day, though.
Every day. All right, hey, all right, I'll give you that one.
I just ask everybody to be safe and have a great time.